Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Evening.
Hi, everybody. Oh, I'm on screen. I just subscribed.
Oh, well,
Hey.
thank you, Ben E. Nash, for subscribing. How very kind of you.
Who?
What a kind guy.
that be?
Let's give him a shout out.
Sir Julian Bov, if you could also subscribe, that'd be wonderful. Thanks.
True.
I don't know if he'll subscribe. He's already used his Twitch Prime on something else.
Oh, God. Right. How do you know? How do you know all this?
We talk. In the DMs.
You've got the inroads.
We a good little chat with him. Yeah. We're good friends. We've got we're pretty similar. Yeah,
of course. Well, what the hell are we all doing here today then?
Don't know.
Who knows? Why don't you tell us?
Don't really want to.
Well, don't then. Let's waffle about something else for a bit.
So basically every other stream then.
Pretty much.
So we are here to talk about our inaugural Lasers and Feelings role-playing, the very first episode, which was entitled Maximum Chaos, and was, of course, broadcast last week on this very stream or channel. And YouTube. And it is also live right now on YouTube as of Sunday. So, yes, we are here to have a chat about that, answer a few questions, have a bit of fun, and, yeah, just generally, talk about what happened. So, I thought first things first, is to maybe have a little chat about, or a little recap, about what actually happened within the first episode. And I can tell you right now, this isn't because the guys forgot. This is because absolutely not. This is for the audience. For the audience only, and nobody else. So a little reminder for you that we started off on the where were we?
You've forgotten that. Would you like us to recap?
Yes, please. No. So
on the ship.
We were not on the ship. We started off in a bar called the Jolly Roger, which was part of.
Okay, it's on a ship.
Part of Space Station Aurora. It's a space station. You started with a very nice Australian captain giving you a speech, asking you to go and have a look at possibly getting some jobs. Also within the Jolly Roger, you met a bartender, a man or android named Nan, who
lovely chap
was forced, shall we say, to join you.
He's a fugitive from the law. What are you talking about?
Well, at that moment, he wasn't. So after a quick detour to the market, thanks, Josh, then Virgil Longshot was kind enough to go to the recruitment and training section of the space station, where he met a man named Blue Ray, or at that time just Ray, and he was blue, and he mentioned that he had a child missing. So Virgil was very kind to say that he would help. And at this moment, you met the best character ever created, Captain Ryan Madge. And he
probably dead.
He agreed that he will be your captain, and you will use his ship to get to the enemy. At that exact moment, Virgil wandered off with Captain Madge following to give him some money. So we then moved over to Bov, or Sir Julian, and Nan.
Best pilot.
Nan, of course, decided that he would be stealing some ethanol at the market, so that was unexpected. And then he managed to escape with the ethanol. And Sir Julian and Mr. Longshot went down to the ship. You all met up on the ship, and Sir Julian decided he wanted to fly. But Nen made the decision that he wanted to make a drink for him first. He was asked. But it went incredibly well. I don't remember anything going wrong there. Apart from perhaps that Sir Julian was a little bit sozzled, shall we say.
I was fine.
You
What are you
were,
on
of
about?
course you were.
He
Of
was
course
fine.
you were.
Is that not
Obviously.
Sir Julian's natural state of being, though?
A
Little
think
bit.
so, yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
little bit drunk. A little bit drunk.
I mean, when we're recording, I do usually have a drink of tonic, so store going method.
Just the one. Blimey.
Yeah, at the moment, yeah.
So Julian managed to just about fly the ship out, and you went to Lightspeed, where you met up with the enemy ship, and you had a battle which you won, surprisingly, despite Madge's terrible aim. You managed to board the ship, which was great, and you ended up meeting a young man named Neville, who you almost immediately stunned. And you also decided that Madge would be the best person to set off all the traps in the ship by bowling him down a corridor. And it seemed to work, rather annoyingly.
I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. Yeah.
You then went to the second level of the ship via an elevator, which you made Madge go into first, just to check there weren't any traps in there either. And you then entered a hall where everything turned a bit Harry Potter. You met three elders, Harry, Ron, and Hermione, who were shot almost immediately by Captain Madge, who decided he wanted to be a hero.
Didn't I throw a cane?
You
at
did
them?
throw a cane at them. You hit one of them in the head,
Yeah.
and if you remember, at that moment I slapped my head rather hard as a joke, and then I also felt quite a lot of pain. And then, unfortunately, Madge ended up double-crossing you and finding a Blu-ray disc for Harry Potter.
I mean, to be fair, after the way we treated him, it was the least likely, the least unlikely double cross you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, you definitely greased the wheels a bit on that one. I mean, I didn't feel like I had to work very hard for it. Let's be honest.
No, it's not surprisingly, I was attacked first.
And after a cane through the eye, a Sparta kick, and then eventually being trod on by Rot, unfortunately, the untimely demise of Captain Madge happened, and we all held a funeral. And then, unfortunately, you became aware that the ship was about to explode. You did manage to get back to the SS Raptor and Lightspeed away, and you all rolled, somehow managing to forget that Neville was on the ship and still alive. You all managed to roll to forget that. Well done. So we ended on Neville being blasted into a million little pieces.
We wouldn't have gone back for him.
No,
anyway.
I know. But I thought that would be fun, wouldn't it? If there's somebody they forget at the end, and then they all of them just go, "Oh no, we forgot." But no, you will.
Clean conscience.
Yeah. And yeah, that was where we finished off with you guys hitting Lightspeed on your way back to Space Station Aurora. Who knew?
What a good recap.
Yeah. Well, no, you didn't know. That's why I had to recap.
To be fair,
I mean, you brought it all back to the forefronts of our heads.
We have now recorded. We just recorded in this last week our 5th episode.
That's right.
Which won't be broadcast for like 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot has happened since then. Fair to say.
It really has. Yeah. I mean, we've done. So that was our 3rd Lasers and Feelings, and we've recorded 2 Dungeons and Dragons as well, haven't we? So yeah, 5 altogether. And yeah, you're so right. It feels like it's. It feels like we've done so much, and yet we're still talking about the first episode. So yeah, lots more to come.
Like dissonance to it, I suppose.
It is. Well, gents, what do we think about starting with a question?
Sure.
I thought, Josh, it would be quite good to put together a few videos. So I've obviously sent those over to you. So we actually have a video for each question. This first video, which will be question 1, it actually contains some brand new footage. So keep an eye out for that. Exclusive footage. So if you're ready, Josh.
Of course. Roll VT.
He's always ready.
At the moment, you're probably all asking yourselves, what the heckins is lasers and feelings? Good point, Ben. And I know.
Why are we here? Tell us.
What are we doing here? Let's all leave.
Okay.
So, bye. Bye, Rob. Everybody blank. Everybody off the
Dr.
camera.
Casually.
Yeah. So yeah. What is lasers and feelings? I suppose it would be nice if somebody told you the rules. And some very clever gentleman has put together a quick 2-minute clip for you, just giving you an idea of how the game's played. So we will have a quick look at that now. So roll VT.
Shall I pretend that I'm rolling VT?
Please do. Please do.
Okay, I'm rolling the VT now.
It's a film.
2 syllables.
Yeah.
Things have happened.
Hey, it looks like we're back.
Look who's here.
Yeah, we've been joined by a teapot. So,
Excuse me, ladies. Excuse me, ladies. I just thought I'd pop in. I have been watching the episode on YouTube, and all I'm going to say is to all those watching now and those who watch future episodes, play it at 2 times speed, because fuck me, it makes it even more chaotic.
Oh my God.
Hilarious. Especially when you have this. Well, I'm pointing up as it because that's how I see Ben. But Ben, aka Bob.
Sir Julian, actually.
Bob, you said to me, "Oh, spoiler alert! I'm allowed to call him Bob."
No. You didn't get that, by the way. You still have to call him Sir Julian.
But did you not notice that I've always called you Bob after that, though?
I did. I let you do that. Otherwise, I think I'm just going to die.
Although make you too many enemies.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't want another enemy. I've already got enough.
What does make me laugh though, because I'm literally just being edited. Yeah, I don't care. What does make me laugh though is I was sat there, and because I was playing it at 2 times speed, I think I got confused with who the fuck Madge was.
Right.
And I was like, who is Madge? I thought it were Nan. I thought we were talking about Nan, but then it's Madge, and then Madge comes up everywhere. May I ask, who edited this video? Was it you, Rob?
It were I.
It was banging. The moment where the ship does the barrel roll, and you just got the...
I thought you'd like that. Yeah.
That is scary.
Oh, it was funny. I just sat there and I was like... It was funny, though. I mean, I haven't finished the episode, but I wanted to pop in because it's quiet at work. So I thought I'd just come say hello.
Oh, great.
Right.
Oh, right.
So you're not commuting this time?
No, I'm now working here for the next 3 days. So I ain't even see me home. I ain't see me home until Monday.
Oh, blooming.
Yeah. The joys. But yeah, I just want it absolutely loving the episode, I have to say. I will be finishing it later at 2 times speed. Again.
Where did you get to?
I got up to the architect in the Matrix.
Which bit's that?
It's when Rob's like, there's a man in a chair and it's green, and I was like, this is literally the architect in the Matrix.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah. So you've seen the throw then?
I saw the throw.
Oh god, that was great. The throw where he just came right past him. Brilliant. Great work, mate. Great work.
I mean, I finally realised what the whole opening bit when Bob says, "Gin and orange should be orange," and I was like, oh, it's because it's pure ethanol. Look at it. Nan, you have got some moves on you.
You've witnessed some of them. First hand.
Oh god. But it's great though, and I highly recommend to anyone. But definitely, I mean, don't do it at 2 times speed because you can barely keep up. But 1.5 times speed is quite good.
I'm gonna
It
have to
gets
do
it through
that.
it.
What about
You should.
What about
It's
half
so
speed?
funny.
Do we just all sound drunk?
Bob, let's not lie. You're always drunk, Bob. Like you
That's
maintain
true.
a level
That's
of
true.
paralyticness at all times. Let's not
Yeah,
lie.
that's called acting.
Oh, is that what that's called? Method, is it? What's your name?
Well, yeah, more.
What's your
method,
name? Jeff
yeah.
Goldblumenson. I mean, come on.
Carl, you're
inside
getting lots of love in the chat as well, mate.
Hi, everyone in
Yeah.
chat. I can't see because I'm on phone and I'm only in Discord. But I may or may not after I hop off because I get busy randomly.
Okay. No
I
worries.
will join.
Would you like to explain the accent? Just because you're doing the accent, do you want to just explain?
Oh,
it?
shall I? Am I allowed?
Of course.
Yeah,
Oh.
go on.
Shall I do the whole
Spoil
introduction?
it.
So, wait. My name's Eddie Schneider, but you can call me Slopra. So my character is a northern-based alien called Eddie Schneider. I won't give no more away apart from I am a deep space diver.
Ooh. I didn't actually know that. Did you say that?
I did.
Yeah.
You did. Okay.
I remember
I think
saying
I
that.
was just the other bits that I heard. I was like,
Yeah, distracted.
Great.
I can understand why.
yeah.
I mean,
So we'll have to wait because it might affect
Yeah.
next episode
Mm.
if you're on it. So I have to wait till it's episode 3 of Lazy Fingers,
yeah,
isn't it?
it's a
Where you
while.
appear.
Unfortunately, it's a little
Mm.
while. It's a couple of
Yeah.
months.
But that's fine by me, and I think everyone it's worth the wait. But for context, you have to watch episode 1 and 2 first.
Aye.
Just saying,
Obviously.
because I mean,
Yeah.
we gotta love a cameo, and whether or not this cameo becomes permanent part of the crew, it's up to you guys. You let me know.
I think it'll become permanent. Did you enjoyed it more than
I
you thought, didn't you?
fucking loved it. I tell you that for free.
Yeah.
I was like everyone in the chat. I'll put my hands up and I'll say it. Like I eat my own words when I was like, I don't think it's for me. It's not for me. No, I don't like it. No, I'm not part of it. No, I don't want to do it. And then I was like, oh, okay, you're filming it on Monday, right? I'll do it. I'll just do one because then I can at least say like I've been a part of it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I loved it. I fucking loved it. I had a blast.
I will say this
Yeah.
quite nicely comes back to the question we were going to ask, which was why start with Lasers and Feelings and not Dungeons and Dragons? And that was because, oh yeah, segue. That was because we.
Professional.
I know. The reason I chose Lasers and Feelings is because the rules are incredibly easy. I mean, everyone here, including myself, it was the first time we'd ever played it. The only person who'd ever done any sort of role playing before was David, and I don't think he'd ever done Lasers and Feelings before. So the idea was to try and find something that would work for everybody equally, something we could all understand. We could just get one out of the way, understand how it works before we got onto the Dungeons and Dragons, which is a lot more involved, a lot more dice. There's a fair amount more to understand, and I don't know how you guys felt about that, but I thought that worked quite well.
Yeah, it was a good idea.
I mean,
Yeah, it's very simple. And the good thing about it is it could be applied to like any genre at all.
So true.
Basically,
The
yeah.
principle of the game.
well, I feel like
Because it's so
I
simple.
feel like lasers is a little bit more specific to sci-fi. And
I mean, you could change it from lasers to anything.
can we change it to pew pew and feelings?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Surely we
Did we
have
not do this before?
Shotguns and feeling.
That's a Western type. That's a Western type.
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
Virgil Longshot will make an appearance for that for sure.
yeah. Six
Wow.
shooters and a vague sense of longing.
Drop
The
it,
Western version.
Oh, we're gonna have to do one in every genre now. Rob, start writing.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Do you know what? A Western version of Lasers and Feelings sounds fucking amazing.
Mm.
I mean,
I might-
Yeah, that'd be
isn't it?
cool.
I
Isn't it
volunteer.
basically like
I'll
the
write one of
Wild
those.
Wild West? Isn't that Wild Wild West with Will Smith though?
Not necessarily. I mean, you
Yeah.
can keep it grounded into like you're just no sci-fi or less sci-fi. But
Can we?
Yeah, you don't have to have.
Why
sci-fi
don't we
in there.
call it the good, the bad, and the crazy and feelings?
And feelings.
the bad, and the worst.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't mind. I'll
like-
I'll write a one-shot lasers and feelings cowboy thing. That sounds amazing.
Oh yeah.
oh, what if though we just do the characters we have and just lob them into Western? I think that'd be fun.
If you watch the Dungeons and
Julian would
Dragons.
love that. He'd flourish in a desert.
Oh, with his left arm. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about- yeah, with his cane.
Not sure how an android.
He would die straight
Not
away.
sure how an android
Jesus.
would work, but yeah.
That would have a lovely time.
Yeah.
What if we're I'm not gonna. I was about to spoil episode 3, but I'm not gonna. I stopped myself. I'm proud of me.
Spoiler alert.
No, but what if we get what if we get teleported into the West and Nan instantly becomes a human version of Nan for that episode?
I mean, it's just Westworld, isn't it?
I'm just giving you all ideas. Just take them from me.
Oh.
Android. Oh, steampunk. Oh my god, I'm all over that. Steampunk.
Baker me, you've hit it on the head.
Yeah.
I'm all over that.
Yeah.
I will do.
Something to work on.
I will do a
I love
Western
it.
/steampunk one shot for everyone.
Can
I'm
we have
basically just
Madge
doing
as well?
one shots because I've got a D&D one shot I'm doing
Yeah,
and my
Madge.
stupid fucking idea of creating a murder mystery thing.
Come on.
I'm so looking forward to that.
Oh,
Josh.
murder mystery! I'm here for that.
I don't know how it's
I
gonna
didn't
work.
know about this.
Yeah, because
Oh, fuck, you know.
I mean, we're way off the beaten track for like what we're saying, but the original idea with the plays was that we'd mix it up with who was running the games, just so that nobody had to have too much pressure on them.
No
and-
pressure.
No pressure. So I said, obviously, Rob started the ball rolling with the amazing episode you saw last week, and then I knew David had the D&D thing, and I was like, well, I'll do something. I don't, you know me.
Josh,
Josh,
And
that's complicated.
I came up with this idea. I came up with this idea to do like an Agatha Christie murder mystery in a mansion. So basically, like Cluedo meets.
So Agatha Shitsy, is that what we're calling it? Agatha Shitsy.
No, exactly. Yeah, but it's like a Cluedo meets meets Dungeons and Dragons type situation.
I am Professor Plum, I swear to God. If we're Professor Plum in the kitchen with the maid. Oh, who
With
thought?
the
Who
maid?
thought?
With the maid.
With the maid.
With the maid. How does that
I
work?
did.
Picked her up and just like smashed her over his head.
I was having a secret love affair with said maid, and then she was going to out me, so I used her to bludgeon the murderer.
Oh,
Even though
I
I'm
just-
the murderer, you know.
Can I just say as well, Baker Marr has come up with a corking idea of Back to the Future lasers and feelings. That's like a time travel lasers and feelings.
Gotta fit
Oh
that in
my god.
somewhere.
That would be so
Oh,
complicated.
yeah.
Oh my god.
That could be the one that we do Back to the West, because Back to the Future 3
Yeah.
was in the
Yeah,
West.
true.
Steampunk.
Oh, it's
There you
true.
go. Thank you, Baker
True.
Mal. Love you.
Mm.
So wait, Rob, how was it being games master with these? Well, David's not here, but these 3 bastards. These gorgeous bastards, may I say? But bastards.
Yeah.
nonetheless.
Do you know what's
Technical
interesting?
bastards.
Mm.
Do you know what's interesting?
Very
You're
technical.
kind of asking one of the questions. So, Josh, I'm wondering if you want to run one of the videos, which would
Which
be
clip is it?
question 5, which is what happened that you didn't expect. Because I think that would quite nicely cover a few things that might have made my job difficult.
Just stay tuned. All I want to say is stay tuned to episode 3 if you want to see stuff that happens.
Oh,
Out of the
I
list.
Yeah. And episode 2.
fucked it. I mean, 2, yeah.
And-
2 was my week off.
Yeah.
3, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, two's
It's pretty crazy.
Two's pretty
2 was
crazy.
2 was crazy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I
right.
wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
I still blame
yeah.
it on Rob. Just saying. That's all I'm
It is
saying.
all
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's Rob's fault. He just didn't.
I'm in charge.
He doesn't plan
Yeah,
enough.
that's true.
I will always find a loophole, guys. I will
Oh, yeah.
always find a loophole.
You got it.
Right.
You ready,
It's
Josh?
I do indeed have the clip, and I will play it right now.
You have an option to go to the recruitment centre, which is just a short walk away from where you are at the moment, which is the
I go
bar and
in the
restaurant
opposite
area.
direction.
Of course you do. Of course you do. That would make total sense.
What am I looking at?
You've gone to the market. Which is
Sounds like a place that Nan would like to go.
also a place I wasn't expecting you to go to yet. But Madge says, "Yes, of course, masters. Yes, I will absolutely do everything."
We've given him Stockholm syndrome.
You have an option to go to the recruitment center, which is
It looped. I'm sorry, it looped.
well, we could, we're all happy. We're all happy to watch it again.
Hey.
But yeah, appreciate your question, Carl. And yeah, like I say, it kind of comes back to the point we were saying, which was, what's it like? What's it like trying to manage you guys? Is it even possible? And let me tell you, it is very, very difficult. So in the clips that you saw there, there were two moments that I had absolutely no idea were going to happen. And I suppose that's half the fun. The first one being that Josh made a rather interesting decision to go the exact opposite way that I told him to go, heading off to the market. Cheers for that, mate.
I feel like you set yourself up for that. The moment when you're like, you need to go this way, either like more so Ben or Josh, I feel like are going to be the ones that go, I'm going the other way. And then one follows the other one. So you're like, oh,
I mean, to be fair, I'd just been fired. So I was like, fuck that.
I forgot that.
That is true.
It makes sense.
I've never been fired and then, I've never been fired. Never been fired and then gone straight to the job centre, It's like, I'm fine, well, fuck it, I've got to wallow for a while. Let me go to the market and find a big bottle of ethanol.
And you're a robot.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest.
You don't really need...
It sort of ended up being a brilliant idea, to be honest. So, I'm glad we sort of went with it and allowed it to happen.
I mean, to be fair, I do try to get it back. I like to derail things, but then I am looking for a way back that's interesting.
That is one thing I think. Again, no spoilers, but that was one thing I really enjoyed about seeing how it kind of works on episode 3. Is because when I don't want to spoil it, but let's just say there is a diversion of narrative.
Isn't there just?
Massively so. But then one thing that... but then one thing that I enjoyed about it is like every time, let's say it got... I will say this. When it got back round to the person who massively diverted the narrative, they were trying to develop the narrative that was already in place and trying to get back to it. But I think... Just wait for episode 3. It's a couple of months, guys, but I'll be totally worth the wait. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen anything for episode 2 or anything like that, or any of the Dungeons and Dragons stuff yet.
Episode 2.
Episode 2 is just as crazy.
It is great. It is great. I mean, I really enjoyed this episode, but I thought next week I thought was really fun as well. This is obviously the first Dungeons and Dragons, but I really, really enjoyed both episode 2s, like Dungeons and Dragons and Lasers and Feelings.
I feel like we got into our stride a bit more because I feel like the first one was like we enjoyed it, but it was a bit like we were trying to work it out. How do we do it and stuff? But I think by the time we got to that one, which is the third one we recorded, we were well away.
I mean, I think for me. Coming in at episode 3, it was like I remember not Josh, Ackers gave me a call. We mute all the boys were left out of it. It was just like one-on-one, because man to man, alien to games master. But no, but I was just like, can you please just guide me through it because I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. I don't understand it. I don't know. But then at the same time, because all 4 of them had been playing it, they kind of. I just basically followed suit, and luckily I wasn't the first person.
You picked it up so quickly.
Yeah.
You fit in really well.
I mean,
yeah.
When we got to the first, is it initiative that one?
Yeah.
Or is it incentive? Initiative.
Initiative. Yeah.
Yeah. When we got to that bit, that's when I was like, "I'm here, bitches. I got this. I'm here." But it's I'm looking forward to seeing episode. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing Dungeons and Dragons now because that's the one I'm like. Because that's going to be intense because of the multiple dice and everything.
Mhm.
So I'm going to watch both of those. I have said to the boys, guys and gals and non-binary pals in the chat, I will be doing a Dungeons and Dragons. When?
Ooh.
When we don't know. Work pending, basically.
Yeah. It's
Hmm.
an awful lot of like
Pretty much.
scheduling these things in is pretty difficult.
Oh,
It has
yeah.
to be said.
It's pretty fucking rough.
Hmm.
That's why we've
Am I
pre-recorded
allowed-
so many.
Fair enough, valid point. But hopefully I'll be in a D&D. But I mean, obviously, work pending, I will be in Lasers and Feelings, but depending on if I can make the days or not. But luckily, these guys are going to keep you entertained until Eddie Schneis.
We can plan it around you. It's okay.
Oh, wait a minute! What if my character for D&D is called Slaughterer?
Hey.
Perfect.
Wait,
There we go.
so this
Would
is
you like to explain Slaughterer? Have you got Slaughterer with you?
Slaughterer is right
He
here.
does.
So
What the heck?
Slaughterer.
I don't know this myself. What's this?
look,
Slaughterer.
this is my trusty purple bag that I purchased for when I
Which has
started.
everything in it.
I mean everything, absolutely everything. I have books, I have medication, I have like underwear, change of clothes for tomorrow. All of the
3 bottles of water.
Oh no, that was last. That was when we ran. Okay, that was when we were running.
Sorry, 5 bottles of
Thank
water.
you. But yeah, so Slaughterer. Ben, I think we were actually at yours, and we were filming. I'm guessing Shotgun Mike or something. Who knows?
Good guess.
Who knows anymore? But yeah, Ben saw it and it was like Slaughterer, like literally just straight away in the Russian accent, Slaughterer. I love it, and it's stuck. So then,
I tell you what, I'm about to segue again. Here we go.
No
Seeing
way.
as-
You pulled a slaughterer segue.
Seeing as Kyle is talking about coming up with his own character, we also have a question. Josh, question 3, which is how did you decide on your
Oh
characters?
my. The segue
Which
the segue is strong with this one.
I know, right? I know.
welcome guys. What would you do without me?
So I thought maybe a chance to play that, and we can talk about how you guys
Okay.
came up with your characters.
We will play it
Yeah, love it.
right now.
Love it.
Okay. So my name is R01 underscore hashtag 4N4, aka Rot and Nan, the very broken, badly reprogrammed android who's ended up at this bar for some reason.
Name's Virgil Longshot. I don't just shoot from the hip, I shoot right through the head. But technically, I'm a medic, so I should fix people, but sometimes, bullets go astray, people get hit, I fix them.
I am Sir Julian Bobbington Smythe, and I am a pilot, the best in the whole of the universe.
Okay, and that was the cue. It's a bit. Can you tell that I've not watched these clips beforehand?
Well done, Josh. Well done.
Underprepared, Swat. Underprepared. You're
So
normally prepared for sex.
so I wanted a chance to sort.
Is he?
Let's be honest. No, he's
Where's
not.
the lie? Where is the lie, though?
I just
Where is the actual lie?
disguise it well. That's the reality. I disguise it well.
Dig it through.
My favorite times is when me and Ben are sat like waiting for a stream on a Saturday, and it's like it's like 2 minutes to 8, where's Josh is asleep, and then he'll just be like, "Don't join the Discord, don't go."
He's paying attention to getting the stream going.
Yeah.
I've got to
So
the point
true.
now where
Yeah.
I know the program well enough that I am just like, all right, off we go.
Well, Josh, seeing
Handy.
as you know the program so much, you know what you're doing. Let's talk about your character. How did you come up with Rotten Nan?
Now, okay, so as Kyle know, I have my interesting naming systems. I'm pretty sure. Well, I think first and foremost, I like pain. I also like to inflict pain on people running games.
Yes.
We know this.
Yes.
So the idea for 2 characters, I'm
Confessing your S&M live on stream.
sure. Nah, it's like mental stress, mental pain, physical pain. Don't care. But like,
Stop
just 'cause whilst I
it. You're so
Good to know.
evil.
dig this
mental
hole.
pain. Screw you, Games Master. Screw you.
Oh no! See, I've already volunteered myself to Games Master something earlier, and I'm just waiting for people's revenge.
Ackers.
Oh, yeah.
Ackers. Can we Joel, well, let's all band together and plot. Like,
Oh,
I will
yes.
happily plot that because I'm down. I'm down. You got me any day,
Great.
sweetie.
I look
Sorry,
forward.
yes. Nan,
It will be the
Nan.
episode of everyone has a fight with the GM.
Everyone does the exact.
Isn't that just a normal episode?
I think that is a normal episode, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure like the having the two characters thing was the first thing that happened. Because I was just like, oh, could you do? It was just like what I think me, Ben, and Ackers were having a conversation when we were first talking about recording stuff, and I think Ackers sent through the character sheet, or maybe it might have actually predated the character sheet actually.
Yeah.
Where I kind of went, oh, what about two characters? Where it's like and then from that it's just like, well, what's the justification for that? It's like, well, what if it's a really broken robot that just keeps on switching? And then the names, I'm pretty sure the names came off of this mug, which is a Marvel. It's the mug that I always have. And it's one of my naming systems. As I've talked with Carl before about naming systems, sometimes they have significant things. Sometimes I just look at objects around me and pull a series of letters together and see if they make something. And I'm pretty sure both Rot and Nan came from off of the Marvel cast on my mug. So,
because I think to expand on that I think it was the name of my character in Assyria.
Yes.
I
never made that.
I think his name is actually Eddie, which is kind of like a beautiful. I did not get Eddie from this. I will talk about that in a minute. But yeah, Eddie. Eddie is an engineer, so that's where E and E. That's how he named him. That's like the very basic way that's the basic level that Josh.
That character was called Edison, not after.
Oh, that's it.
But it was.
Edison,
it's kind of a twin thing between Thomas Edison and the Manchester City goalkeeper Edison.
You named me after football. I fucking hate you.
It was half and half. Half Thomas Edison, half the fantastic Brazilian goalkeeper Edison.
And then on top of that, because electricity, very integral to the film.
Yeah. It was both.
If we ever get to see it, guys, just saying. That's my segue into hating on both of you. Can I just say, Rob took charge of this first episode and has smashed it out before either of you finished your films in years. Just saying.
That's not surprising.
For this, I would like to.
Thank you, Ackers.
Yeah, well done, Ackers.
I mean, we were saying before the stream, me and Ben, do you like all these clips that Ackers has sent through and stuff? And we were like, well, I'm editing the next episode and Ben's editing the one after that. And the chances of either of us doing the same thing are like pretty slim.
Very low. Probably impossible.
So, folks, this is the high point, okay? This is the high point for this show.
Wait, who is editing episode 3?
I am. Of Lasers and Feelings, yeah.
I'm going to be intrigued. I'm going to be so intrigued to see how subtly not the same they are. It'll be interesting. Who did episode 2? Who did episode 2 of Lasers?
Ben, I think.
I'm doing that. Yeah.
Oh, Brenda. Go on, Brenda Lee.
Why are you so surprised?
Which is rotating, basically.
Oh, Brenda.
Talking of Brenda.
You're doing episode 4, Carl.
I want to see that.
Bring it. I will happily do that.
Everything will be pink and purple.
You heard it here first.
If we can film it sooner rather than later. I mean, it's taken me a year to get my Midsummer Night stream done, but to be fair, that was also pandemic and work pending, so therefore,
here's the thing, right? Because I happen to know our schedule, I know that episode 4 of Lasers and Feelings is going to be rather special for other reasons. I don't think we should say at the moment.
No, definitely not.
I might have to know later when you finish.
Yeah, of course you can know. I think you should technically already know, but
I don't read the post. I need to place chat because you lot are.
I mean, you should know because you were in the conversation when we were talking about it.
You were there.
live. Yeah. Don't worry,
It's fine.
We'll recap
Don't worry,
it
yeah.
afterwards.
I did want to say, seeing as we've already spoken to Josh, Ben, what was the reasons behind your character? How did you come up with it?
I swear to God, I love Bob.
He is
I don't. I bloody hate him.
great.
He's a horrible
I
man.
bloody
Do you know what? In episode 3, he nearly had a redemption arc, but he didn't have it. I was going to do it, and then it didn't happen.
No.
So there's a spoiler for you. So no, he's still horrible. Maybe in episode 4.
I love him.
Where did he come from? I just came up with the name and then created the man from the name. So obviously
name that
Julian is
fits,
just the
isn't it?
best name in the world.
Can I request
Yeah.
you to say school in his accent, please, from this episode?
Space School.
It's brilliant because all you see is Rob just go like this, and Bob just carries on going. But Rob just goes.
Private fun, went to
I know,
space
why would they
school.
call it Space School?
You.
I just didn't know. I couldn't think what to call it.
The
Oh yeah, when
Academy
I
or
studied at
something.
Space School.
Do you remember back in the day when it used to be spelled SKEWL? That's the space.
Oh yeah.
School. That's what that was.
School. Is
That's
it from
what it is.
Denmark?
School. Oh, God. Space school.
Sorry,
Sorry, carry on.
So
Carry on.
good.
But part of the name, the Smythe part of the name, actually came from the chat, and I think it was Baker Mar in the chat. I think who said, or maybe Baker Me said, "Oh, Smythe, Bovington Smythe sounds pretty good. Sounds like a law firm." And I was like, "I will use that. That sounds really good."
Bovington Smythe,
And then
I'm
I think he
pretty
gained a Sir. Just because it, I don't think he's really. I think he's definitely not a
sure. I
Sir.
think he's put a Sir on himself. Like, he's
Yeah.
like, I am Sir.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. I mean, let's face it. He's a big bullshitter. Come on.
Sorry, that.
I mean, wait till episode 2.
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Wait.
And then
I want to ask a question to Ben, to Brenda.
mhm.
Where did the left arm come from, and why not the right arm?
That was Have you not seen that part?
I haven't seen. I was watching it at 2 times speed, so I have seen it,
Okay.
but I missed.
So
I missed the
basically,
actual logic behind it.
Okay, so I completely just made it with Bob. I don't plan anything, and I just completely
really?
make it up.
No.
Surely the left arm's because you're left-handed.
Well, I
though.
did. I mean, you planned. What was that?
Surely
Which
it's
was
just
because we're left-handed.
yeah. You just go. You've got a strong left arm because you're left-handed, and that's what you'd throw with.
No, but the whole I know, but the whole cane throwing was
That was
completely made up
nuts.
as well. Like when I was
Cane throwing
I
was
was a kid, I
so
used to
funny.
practice on the farm, like cane throwing, and I only practiced with my left arm,
And-
so I got a really strong left arm somehow from throwing a load of canes.
The thing is, bit of backstory on the guys actually sorting out their characters. I asked them all to tell me if they had anything with them beforehand. And then, of course, 2 of them, David and Ben. Yeah, Josh, you did tell me, but David and Ben both said, "Oh no, definitely not," and then decided at their time, whilst we were actually playing, that they had stuff, which included your cane. So yeah, yeah,
Oh,
you obviously,
God.
yeah, you did well to come up with a sort of like a better story together. Hey, there's the monocle.
Turns out we're actually okay at improv.
I know, right? Who knew?
This is well. First of all, Schwa, everyone knows because we have an improvised film coming. Brenda,
In the future,
do you know what? One thing that I found interesting was because before we filmed episode 3, I was with you guys. We went for the final run on my 50k, and Ben was like, "This is the closest to acting I'll ever do." And actually, Ben, you can act. That's the whole point. And I mean,
Genuinely true.
I have said that everyone acts in their life, like whether it be professionally, like as customer service, you act because you're like, this cunt is fucking me off. Yes, of course, madam. But everyone acts in their life, and the fact that you're just like this cool and then throwing out these random improvised ideas, you can act.
how do you not know that I might be acting now, and I might actually be Julian?
It's in reverse.
Had you considered that? I actually went to space school. Apart from the problem with that is 2 of these people I went to primary school with. I went to school with.
Space school.
I mean, to be fair, the whole obsession with gin and orange could make you Julian, to be fair.
Would you like to know where gin and orange is from?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Gin and orange is from a TV program, and that's why I say it. One of my favourite TV
Gin and
programs,
orange?
Faulty
Okay.
Towers. And it is one of the guys that just says, and a gin and orange. It's like throughout the whole episode. So that's why I say gin and orange.
Yeah, but it's the way
I don't
the
even
way
know what they actually
you
say.
say gin and orange. Gin and orange. Orange. Like it's
Gin and orange.
There is that
One
that
word.
brilliant moment where Nan is mixing up drinks, and you're just going, it's a gin and orange. It's a gin and orange. That's all it is, gin and orange. And he's like, I'm putting
That's
in
all I
this,
drink.
I'm putting in that. I'm doing it all. It's so funny. That fish bowl. Oh my god. Superb.
Yeah. Yeah.
kiss. That was beautiful.
That was great. That's great. Do you know what? I'm going to suggest that we go to one more question because I did these videos, so we might as well. So I thought maybe
That was a bad
I
segue.
apologise. But to be honest, we're talking about.
Sorry, Rob.
Hold on, I'm going to turn it into a segue because we're talking about what I think we're talking about is some of the moments we really enjoyed. So let's try talking about our favourite moments, Josh? With question 6.
I've started to read it now. I'm starting to.
Oh,
read the
yes.
segues.
Which is
Ah.
what are our favourite moments? So Josh,
Right, here we go. Clip 6. Favorite moments.
Our friend and benefactor Ray unfortunately had a child stolen from his
Could be dead.
house. We believe
Probably
not.
dead.
We've had signs that he might be alive, but obviously we'll find out when we get there, I suppose. Hopes and prayers with him at this time.
Dead.
He's definitely dead.
We never know. He's probably dead, but there's hope.
There you go. There is hope. There is hope. I'm so pleased to hear you say that.
Probably
right. Our friend and benefactor Ray unfortunately had a child stolen from his.
I think that was the end of that.
Oh.
Hey!
It's sort of, behind
There
the
we
scenes here, I'm listening to the clip because I've never heard it before and trying to listen for it looping, and also listening to the conversation in the back, and it's just a wall of noise. I've no idea what's going on.
Sorry about that. That was me
Terribly.
talking.
Terribly sorry, everyone.
So apologies. We thought you'd like to watch the first bit of that again because it's very important. But that was basically my favourite bit. I thought I'd pop that in there, and then you guys can talk about yours, which is the probably dead moment, shall we call it? Which is where I loved it so much that I added text in.
Yeah.
For each of you saying, "Oh yes, he's dead." Yes, because that was too.
Is that a spoiler for me? Because I haven't finished the episode.
No, you would have gone past that already. That's after. That is when they get onto the spaceship, I believe.
By the way,
Yeah,
can I just have a very
I would have
random
missed
tangent
it.
here?
2 times 2.
About a week after we did that episode, I was I was just perusing Twitter as one does, and saw a tweet. I was like, no fucking way. The tweet was from Ryan and Madge.
No way!
Really?
Work it mad.
Damn.
Do you know
It
what?
was just someone had retweeted. I can't remember what the tweet was. I think it was quite boring. But I just
Is
saw
that
the
your
name and I was
account,
like,
Rob?
No chance.
That is
Is that
crazy.
your account, Rob?
It should be. Do you know what that has reminded me about something which I will reveal near the end because I think it'd be quite interesting. But you guys know this already, apart from Kyle, who wasn't there when we filmed it. But yeah. Like I say, that was my favourite bit. Now I'm already seeing in the chat, Mr. Sir Julian Bov has put the barrel roll. Now, Ben, was
The
that?
barrel roll.
Yeah, he's right. He is right.
The barrel roll was absolutely everything, I must say. I swear to God, the genius edited the moment. Because I was like, the spaceship it is grey and orange. And then it just cuts to a spaceship, and I was like, has Josh been doing CGI for this? I was like, no, it's too professional.
No.
It's too professional for the time allowed. What the time allowed? Let me finish.
I will say,
I
though,
control the
that moment-
microphones here.
I will say the moment after that made me laugh so much because it's me describing the ship and saying, "Oh, it looks a bit, it's nice, but it could do a bit of work." And then it cuts back to Ben going, "Dreadful ship," and I thought that was so funny.
If you notice now, I do it with everything.
I know.
So if Rob says anything,
He loves a
I
quip.
just say, "Oh, dreadful flying car."
Yeah. Spoilers for the
Oh my
next
God.
episode of Lasers and Feelings.
Sorry, that was.
No, I think that's fine. I think
happens.
that's fine.
That was an example.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that's fine.
good.
I
yeah.
have to agree with Bov in the chat for the barrel roll. That literally just caught me so off guard, and it was beautiful. So
And I take it.
Well, apparently, Ackers, you were ready for that. Apparently,
I was, and you will see this because in a few minutes we've got some outtakes and some extras, and you will actually see us talking about how I was ready for that. Surprisingly enough, which it was crazy. I had it was just something that popped in my head, and I was like, I bet Ben will do that. But you'll see it in the extras we talk about. So Ben, what was your favourite, the barrel roll, or did you have something else?
No, that was Sir Julian's.
Okay.
We're different
Of course.
people. I would say I think the favorite thing was definitely Madge, just taking control of Madge and how it was just up for
There's a recurring theme here.
That was brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, right. Yeah. It will happen again. That was just so funny, and just like it. I mean, Ackers didn't expect it, and I don't think I don't even know how it started. Who started it? Was it me?
It's either you or Josh. It's always you or Josh.
It wasn't. No, that
Okay,
wasn't.
all right.
Abusing Madge wasn't me. To be fair.
I think it was me. I think I used him as a human shield.
Right, sorry, I'm going to say bye now because we're going to get back to work. Bye-bye, love you guys, bye-bye.
See
Love
you.
you.
Thanks for joining us.
Good Bye. Yeah, so I think I started as a human shield, and then I think Virgil did it a bit as well.
Yeah.
And when we got to the elevator, Madge can go first.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think Well, Virgil sort of picked up Madge and bowled him down the corridor, didn't he? And that was a great moment as well. Madge was a cracking character from. He wasn't meant to be anything special. He was just meant to be there to help you guys out.
I think that's the beauty of the game, though, isn't it? Because stuff like that's just meant to be nothing can suddenly turn into the most glorious bit of plot.
Mm-hmm. So true.
Yeah, that's probably happened again in another episode.
Yeah, no,
as well.
Come on now. No, it never happened again. But yeah, brilliant. What about you, Josh? What did you think was your favourite moment?
Well, I think probably the I'm torn. I did very much enjoy the fishbowl drink mixing, but it's kind of related. I'm going to say the ethanol saga, shall we say?
Yeah,
because that was a moment where I was like,
funny.
So it kind of clicked in my head that I could have my own kind of narrative fun with something. Because the ethanol thing, and I've done it. I'm pretty sure that I've done it in both following Lasers and Feelings episodes where I've just picked a random object and then made a thing out of it. For the entire episode.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about right.
So, and I think that was the moment where I was just like, oh, this is really fun, because I had the idea of basically using it as a giant bomb immediately. And it was in my head for the entire episode, and I was looking for an opportunity to blow it up in someone's face. The entire episode.
Did you, when you stole it, did you plan to steal it before the episode, or was that just...
That happened
moment?
because I was
You
fired.
just did it?
I was fired. I was pissed, so I went to the market, and I was like, why am I going to the market? To get a drink, because funny. And then I think Ackers said, that why would you go to the market? You've just come out of like the drinking district or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, so what am I getting? I'll just get pure ethanol. And then I was like, wait a minute, I could use pure ethanol.
Yeah. So true.
And it just went from there.
Yeah.
It's pretty much, So I think that's my game within the game that I like to play. Of like, let me get a random object and then improv a thing with it.
Yeah. Oh, so true.
Also, my other favourite bit was Madge dying.
Yeah, it finished so perfectly. I got to say, what I really enjoyed about it, everybody got a shot in, everybody had a go. He managed to break the cane in half, which was so good. I really enjoyed that.
Should get that fixed.
Getting the cane through the eye, perfect. And then Josh, it was Rot, wasn't it, who just walked around and just trod on him. It was like it's such an anticlimax.
Yeah,
but it was just the right thing. Death. Yeah. Perfect. That's so good.
Yeah, I have to say, well played with Madge. Like to elevate him and just go with it into making him into such a character.
Genuinely, I didn't elevate him. That was you guys. I would not have turned him into anything special if you guys didn't want him to be. So it's very much down to the way that you guys wanted to play it.
All the teamwork.
Yeah, it was.
Good job he had that armor
makes
on.
the Madge die.
The thing with all of these, whether it's Lasers and Feelings, Dungeons and Dragons, anything else, the role-playing games themselves, it's all cooperative. It's a storytelling team exercise, and if not everybody is on, the same team, including the GM, who I know sometimes is against you with like fights and things like that. But if not everybody's working together, it's not fun. And we're definitely working together from every single one of the Lasers and Feelings and Dungeons and Dragons we've done. It's us working together to enjoy it, and I think that comes across.
It's so
Bob would be proud.
Yeah. Would you like me to reveal? Sorry,
well,
Ben,
there's a couple more clips. You want to do those as well?
No.
We don't necessarily have to do all those. I think we've kind of covered a lot of the points I wanted to, unless there's anything you want to go through.
Up to you.
I would like to reveal something which I said to these guys, but nobody else knows about. So this is very much an exclusive, which is the reason why I called Madge Ryan Madge.
Yeah, I can't remember what you said now.
Well,
I do remember.
Yes.
It's an anagram, isn't it?
Well done for remembering. So Ryan Madge, you could probably, hopefully, see that on.
You did a Voldemort on it.
Let's make him larger on the screen. Yes.
So there you go. Yeah, Ryan Madge. So as Ben said, I wanted to do a Voldemort on it because we were talking about Harry Potter. So I thought I needed a name that could change into something else. And my thought for Madge originally was I knew he was going to be the bad guy, and he needed a bad guy name. So his name would change from Ryan Madge into, you can read that, I Am Danger. Oh, yes.
So did you start off with I Am Danger?
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
I started off
and then
off with I Am Danger, and then worked backwards to get Ryan Madge.
Couldn't be more ironic.
No, because he wasn't Danger at all, let's be honest.
Quite the opposite of Danger.
Yeah. There was he was meant to have a lot more backstory, but it just about an hour before we started, I went back through what I'd written, because I wrote about a 3-page document to work through, and it was just too much. There was too much backstory for him. There was too much going on. It didn't need it, and that's why I decided to not add that in. It was a story thread that didn't mean anything, and I thought it worked quite well as it was at the moment, as it ended up having, to be honest. So I'm happy that I didn't put that in, because I thought it would have just bloated something that didn't need it.
It's very unlike us.
Well, I think.
Do we want to do? I mean, I'm interested.
I have a question for you.
Oh, well, let Ben go first.
Go on, question. Yeah.
What did you change when you went from episode 1 to episode 2? Actually, is this more in episode 2? Yeah. What did you, without giving away episode 2, what changes did you make when you were coming up with episode 2, considering what happened in episode 1?
Not too much, if I'm being honest with you. I planned in the same sort of way. I think episode 2 was taking you to a brand new location. Again, for second time in a row, but we'd already worked out who your characters were. We'd already worked out what the ship looks like, so I didn't have to introduce any of that. So I had that as sort of background stuff, but I didn't really need it too much. It was more about enjoying the sort of the journey of getting there and actually doing a thing this time instead of getting to know the characters. Hey, that's it's Kyle just subscribed.
Well done, Carl.
Carl. So yeah, not a huge amount, if I'm being honest with you. It was I would say I probably wrote slightly less, just so I didn't have to I gave myself a chance to improv it a little bit more. But not a huge amount of difference, and I think you'll see that there's a tad more improv, but yeah, it was good. Yeah.
We travel quite a bit.
Yes.
Hello from
yes.
the other side, Kyle. Who's on the other side now? I was going to say I would be interested in finding out what your what would have been clip 4. We can play it or not. But talking about mistakes and
mistakes,
it's kind of related to what Ben was just talking about. So
yeah, I think so. Yeah, go for it. If you want to play the clip, okay, definitely. We'll talk about mistakes.
And
if you can.
Here we go.
Nan, the proprietor of this particular bar called the Jolly Roger, comes over and says, Nan, what are you doing? You're not even serving the customers properly. What's going on? What's wrong with you?
I'm fed up with all these Australians.
Do you know what, Nan? That's it. You're fired.
Bloody hell, oh golly.
That's currently not cold, brah.
I don't care.
This is my only job.
He's seen some
What are you saying to me?
Bartender, do I still get my gin and orange? Come on, I need a gin and orange.
No. In fact,
what?
In fact, all of you out.
What? I don't get a drink, but I've got one right here. What's going on? I'll pick one up off the table. It's fine. Don't worry. I'll have this one. It's fine.
I'll have one as well, bruh.
So you're getting rid of us because we ordered drinks?
How dare you, in an establishment like this?
That's not strong business plan.
Of course not.
What is your portfolio?
Okay, there we go. You're back in.
Kyle.
Well,
so hard to judge when we're coming back.
You said, Kyle, you want a nickname for David. You can call him Vernon.
Oh, gosh.
There you go. No explanation
No,
needed.
I don't think there is. Well, what was that all about? Well, that was actually an exclusive clip. You saw something which I actually cut from the actual edit to make me look good. It was my very first time running Dungeons and Dragons. It was my very first time playing, Lasers and Feelings, very first time playing Lasers and Feelings. And yeah, there were a couple of mistakes. There were some things that weren't quite right. And luckily enough, because it was recorded, I managed to take them out. So the big mistake there was basically to do with the moment when they're in the bar. This probably didn't come across in the edit, but we spent a huge amount of time in the bar.
About 40 minutes or 40 or 50
I would
minutes,
say so. And the thing is, that was really nice. It gave you guys a chance to sort of role play and get used to yourselves and have some fun with it. But it was too long, and I needed to get you out. And the best way to get you out was to try and kick you all out of the bar. But there was absolutely no reason to do it. So I ended up just kicking you out because I wanted to. And yeah, it basically didn't work. Let's be honest.
So what happened then? You tried to kick us out, and then we said it was silly, and then we just carried on being in the bar.
Basically, yeah.
Right, okay. I don't actually remember that. Okay,
it was, it feels like a long time ago now. But yeah, that's basically what happened.
Yeah.
There was one other mistake, which is actually something, Josh, you picked up on a couple of times that just didn't have time to correct, which was to do with the amount of dice. So you have two separate professions that you have been in. like a pilot or bartender or whatever, if you are taking part in in something that is close enough to that profession, you actually get an extra dice. And
hold on, so you're saying when I'm piloting, I should always be
two dice. That's right. And that didn't really happen in the first episode at all, and that's something I've tried to correct where I can do. But I don't think it takes away from the fun of it. But yeah, it's just something to remember.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're right. Fundamentally, it's about what the story does and stuff. So it's fine. And I mean, I know that it's an arbitrary thing anyway. Like, who cares? No one cares that much.
Yeah, if you fail, if fail a roll, it doesn't really matter.
I think it's more fun when you fail, if I'm being honest.
I mean, to be honest, there were several times where I was praying for a failed roll because it would be funny. And a few times it happened, and I was very happy.
I think the moment that made me laugh the most on the failed rolls was when the other two had already got night vision, and Nan wanted night vision too, and I decided let's turn it into a roll, and I made it a really easy roll, and you got the one number. I think you got 6.
Yeah,
it was
that's
the
right,
one number that meant you didn't get night vision. That was great.
I think I rolled twice that way. Once as Nan and once as roll. Once on a 1 and once on a 6, which is kind of hilarious.
That was great fun. Great fun.
So much fun. So yeah, I think we kind of like cover stuff. There's so much. The thing is, right? I'm so like, there's so many things we could talk about, but I kind of feel like we've got plenty of these talking about episodes to come. So maybe it's as well just to like spread it out.
I agree. Yeah, there's there's a lot more questions, a lot more things that we can go into.
Does anyone before we go? Does anyone in the chat have anything they want to ask or anything?
It's a really good thing. Do you know what might be good, Josh? If we play the outtakes and extras and give people a couple of minutes to see if they come back with any questions.
Professionally.
What do you think? I know, right?
It's almost like he knows what he's doing, but none of us know what we're doing. So
no, definitely not.
There you go.
He's acting,
folks. Here are some outtakes. Let's see if you get some of them looped.
Action.
I can't remember your name, sir. What is your name again?
Virgil. Longshot.
Strange name.
Yes.
I changed my accent.
Let me check the recording is still going.
Yeah, please do.
Yes, it is.
Superb. Alrighty. Well,
please do a New York accent somewhere in here.
New York's going to be tough.
Forget about it.
Man, I've got to remember the accent I gave to the captain now. Whoa!
Hey!
Great. Now we've annoyed the New Yorkers. Bov, what would you like to do?
It's Sir Julian.
Sir Julian? No, you're Bob.
It's Sir Julian. No. If you call me Bob, I don't reply.
All right,
yes.
Bob.
Well,
I think it is probably time. This is out of character for a moment. It is probably time we get to the space dock. Otherwise, we will never get through this.
If we could get out of here as fast as possible, I think they're still after me.
Yes, I think I heard somebody saying that they were after somebody who'd stolen some ethanol. I take it that's not you, is it?
No.
Good.
Let's just quickly do an outro for the lasers and feelings thing.
Should we do a character like our characters saying goodbye?
Yeah, if you like. Yeah, I'll tell you.
Do you want to bring back Madge as well from the dead and say goodbye?
Madge is here for the curtain call.
Yeah.
Madge is operating the curtain, obviously.
Well done, Virgil. I wish I could give what is it they give in Dungeons and Dragons if you come with inspiration. I wish I could do that, but it doesn't exist here.
You could give him an extra D6 for the next roll or something.
I could, but I won't.
You know what I think? Whenever I'm being shot at, my first thing? Barrel roll.
Do you know what's really funny? Just coming out of character for a moment. I genuinely thought, I bet Ben will do a barrel roll at one point. I'm not joking.
What? No.
And I genuinely had this idea teed up just in case. I was like,
I'm
Ben,
piloting.
I know,
Piloting.
I know,
surely.
I know. I just thought in my head, I was like, Ben's put down he's a pilot. I think he's going to do a barrel roll, and if he does, I've got this idea.
I like how Madge is our butler now.
Baz, come here. Come here. Come here, Baz.
God damn it! Why did I make an NPC? Why didn't I just let you do this yourselves? I thought, oh, I'll make an NPC, and then he can sort of guide them through a bit and make things. I thought, let's just make it nice and easy for these guys. They won't know what they're doing. It's the first time. No, instead, you've turned him into your bloody butler, haven't you? You are at a point where, in fact, Nan, you have been able to interface enough that you would actually be able to fire one of the laser turrets if you so wished, or if you prefer, you can help one of your colleagues. I will leave that up to you. What would you like to do? Oh, good God! The silence is deafening.
Howdy.
Hello, mate. You all right?
Yes, I'm all right.
I don't really know what to do now.
Hey, that's good fun. We'll put that on YouTube.
Definitely. I enjoyed making that one. I sort of pulled back through the episode with the original cut, like before I'd taken anything out, and God, there were so many funny things in there. Jesus, even the stuff I'd taken out, I was like, this could have gone in. A lot of this, really good.
That's the thing. There's so much. Full stop. At the end, there is so much that we generate. It's like a 3 or 4 hour recording session, and we could just it could be insanely long episodes.
Oh, easy.
They've been getting longer.
yeah. Brilliant. Really pleased with that. Really pleased. Well, minute, guys, we're almost at the end. Can you believe? Seems crazy that we're at the end of what is essentially the very first episode. Who knew?
Wow. What journey, by the way.
We'll be playing Dungeons and Dragons soon.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Hey, Michael boy, welcome.
Yeah.
We'll be back with Dungeons and Dragons next
How you
week.
doing?
Yeah, absolutely. And talking of that, Josh has been the one doing the editing on that, and we've seen a rough cut, and it's been really good. But what is the name? I believe you came up with this as well, Josh. What is the name of this episode?
Did I come up with this in episode? I feel like I did.
Probably.
The name of Dungeons and Dragons episode 1 is The Balls Up. What could it mean?
Wow.
Carl is pointing out
who would do such a thing? Oh,
we got a couple of questions. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, the Balls Up, which I think is perfect because it describes how we play it and also kind of what happens as well at the same time. It's a great episode and well worth watching. So it'll be on at 8:00 on Saturday, won't it?
8:00
Friday. Sorry, Friday.
In a week, basically in exactly a week.
Exactly.
Time.
What's your question, Matthew?
And just to get Michael Boy's question, how long will you be live? What games are you going to play? So we're not close. We're pretty close to finishing now for today. But like I say, next Friday, 8:00, we'll have a D&D session coming up. So really looking forward to that. That was a lot of fun. And our very first D&D session, only person who's played before was, of course, David, who very kindly DM'd the session. And I thought he did a great job. So, I'm looking forward to it. You see Matt's question? Who's going to be playing Dungeons and Dragons? Well, what a question. Should we tell him?
So Julian.
No chance.
Does that mean I need to make another Twitch account for Lemmington?
Oh yeah.
Well,
there you go. Perhaps we should reveal our names.
Followers.
Yeah. So
I
true.
didn't put the follower count up. What an idiot! I need to make I need to make a graphic for this show.
Yeah, we'll get there. It's the
Such my
first one. It's the
Hey.
first one, isn't it?
Hey.
Yeah. But yes, so it will be the same four of us, but David is actually going to be GMing that one. He's played Dungeons and Dragons before. He's GM'd before. So he knows what he's doing, and he kind of showed that. And yeah, the three of us are going to be playing characters. So yeah, like I say, first time for all of us playing Dungeons and Dragons, and it showed.
It did. Let's be honest. Similar vibe.
Oh yeah. It's very much a lasers and feelings in.
You'll see the variation in my acting is amazing.
It is great.
Yes.
Yeah, super.
Big
And I think
range, tall, wide range. Yes, big range,
huge range.
And I will say, three characters I think bounce off of each other incredibly well.
Yeah.
They're just, I don't know how it happened, because it was really a thing of, we just had a chat about it. We didn't even really tell each other what we were doing. It was just and it seemed to work so well. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that.
Huge amount of fun.
Oh, so much.
I love making these. These are so much fun.
Yeah.
I hope that you've enjoyed them as well at home. At homes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And please share them with other people.
100%. Yeah, it's something like
we want more views.
Yeah, we want people to see this, because obviously the amount of work we put in, but also the amount of fun we've had with it. It's been ridiculous. The laughing fits that have come out of this, the amount of cuts I had to make in this edit for Lasers and Feelings of us laughing our heads off. It's crazy. Genuinely, I think we lost 10 minutes just by me cutting out some of the laughter, because we would just. It was just so much, and it was just great to make. Just a really fun process all round. It really was. Completely right.
I'm going to very quickly just post the link to Lasers and Feelings episode 1 on YouTube in the chat. Here you go. Should anybody want to watch it, that is Lasers and Feelings just gone into the chat right there. If you're watching this back on YouTube, that's a circular link. It's probably at the end of this video in about a few seconds. So
absolutely,
give it a like, subscribe, hit that bell. Sound like a proper YouTuber.
I know, right? God, dear.
There you go.
Absolutely. That applies to you, YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do give us a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We will be back with many more.
Absolutely. Cool. Should we end there then, guys?
Absolutely. Apart from the fact that I've realised I don't actually have an outro set up, so that's fun.
Superb. Should we do what Ben and Kyle did in their last one, which is keep talking despite the fact the screen was black?
Let's do that.
Hang on.
Let's just waffle about something else.
Yeah.
Let me just make
what
an
we
outro
do.
scene real quick. Bear with everyone.
It's being created as we speak. We're so organised.
I forgot to make one earlier.
Can I just say, I created videos and outtakes and all sorts for this, but we don't have an end sequence. I mean, come on. No. I will let you off, Josh. I know you've been very busy.
Hang on. Bear with me. We'll get there in a second.
Where's
the thing that I want? Is that it? That's it, isn't it? Okay.
Right. Well, let's end by saying thank you very much for.
Wait,
goodbye would be good.
That's not it. Hang on. I've had a better idea. I've just had a better.
No, let's put the pressure on, Josh.
Bear with me. I've had
everyone.
I've realised that there's an end screen which is for YouTube, so I'm going to put that in, and then I'll put some music under it, and then it'll cut out at some point when everyone's ready. Okay.
Let's finish off. Let's finish off by just saying thanks everyone for watching, keep watching. As I say, like, subscribe, everything, please watch the next episode.
Absolute unprofessional.
Perfect professionalism. How dare you? Please watch the next episode coming live Friday on Twitch and Sunday on YouTube. The very first Dungeons and Dragons.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, everyone. Bye.
Cheers, guys. Bye.